Oh, it's time. Hello guys, what is up? I am the Up121, and ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. Welcome to my semi-blind Let's Play of Sonic 3 Knuckles for Sega Genesis, PC, and probably so many other consoles I'm probably not going to mention, but I'll probably put in the playlist because I have a habit of doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time I tackle the fourth installment, technically, in the Sonic 2D series. 3 years ago, I believe, no, not 3, 4 years ago, I've done Sonic 1 on my phone. 2 years ago, I tackled Sonic 2, and last year, I defeated Sonic CD 100%. And today, I'm finally tackling Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'll be honest, I have a history of this game, and it's not necessarily in the most positive fashion, to say the least. And I'll explain more of that in due time. With that said, I'm sure for those wondering how I'm playing this game, well, in due time you'll see enough. With that said, if you guys are hyped for Sonic 3 and Knuckles finally being on the channel, well, if you happen to stumble across a Sonic 3 and Knuckles Let's Play, and you happen to be hip behind, well, hi. I'm Joel, I'm the Up121, I play video games as a hobby, but it's all in the name of fun because I have a full-time job. And if you're hyped for the fact I'm doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles finally, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for content if you're new. I have lots of stuff going on in 2025, both present, past, and of course the future. And of course, ring that bell to confirm anytime I load up the channel. If you missed the Sonic CD Let's Play, it's on the card top right. What you may know is that I actually have two co-coms with me that apparently are right now actually deafened because they don't know, well, I probably deafened them because I've had so much trouble trying to load this intro, to say the least. I was wondering, I have actually done the anniversary mode version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and that's why the cutscene never played. Which is why, for those wondering, I actually played the classic mode cutscene just to make sure I got it in. I tell you, this was a pain to set up. With that said, you might be wondering why I'm doing the anniversary mode. I'll explain in a moment, but before I do that, let me bring my two co-coms in. Or potentially three, not thinking about it.
Plus I'm doing one for
Hi.
the games.
Hello.
The video starts.
Yes, you're being live.
Ace.
And you guys can
Also, I
see my
did not
screen,
know
right?
I can see it.
Sweet.
But
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with, once again, Mr. Patrick and Mr. Ace. For a game, I'll be honest, I don't necessarily have strong suits in.
I didn't know you could play as Amy in this game.
Also, Ace has a message for you, Lee.
Wait, what?
Remember, Juice WRLD isn't made of juice. He's made of the world. Until we meet again.
Sure. What's this? Giving of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, unlike previous games, well, you had to find these special rings instead of finding a checkpoint. And those special rings, regardless of how many rings you have, give you access to this. Simple,
Wait,
right?
Lee, I didn't know you could play as Amy in the game. I didn't know that.
Well, the trick is that this is the Anniversary Edition, and let me just disclaim for you guys have seen me play the classic mode for Sonic 1, you see me play the classic mode of Sonic 2, and more importantly, you guys saw me play the classic mode for Sonic CD. But to be very frank with you all, everyone, including my two co-coms, I suck at Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Fair enough.
Like,
I guess.
in
one
actual,
of the more
genuine,
difficult
like, you know, honesty to you guys, I suck at this game. Every time I played it, thanks to a certain guy I watch online, shout out to you, Kobe, if you're still around the YouTube space. I've always played this game with the Hyper Emeralds in play. And to be honest, it has resulted in me in pretty much beating the game every single time with Hypersonic, and you know what Hypersonic does.
Gotta go fast.
But not only that, it's invincible and all that kind of stuff.
That too.
So, I'll admit this is going to be probably one of the most casual playthroughs you'll ever see on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I don't care because, as I said, I suck.
It's okay.
She's fine.
With that said, I don't suck enough to know that that's how you get your Chaos Emeralds, just beat a Blue Spirit course.
It is one of the more harder Sonic games out there, so no one's gonna judge you.
I hope not. Cool thing though is that I can finally showcase the coin mechanism that was part of Sonic Origins Plus and I have not been able to showcase much until, well, Sonic 1. When I did the stream of me streaming Sonic 1 Origins Plus. Still got the iconic music, although there are some changes, as we'll see in a moment. But everything seems classic mostly enough. I think you guys are probably familiar with this game.
Maybe.
Well, maybe not you, Patrick. Sorry.
I'm familiar with this game.
I said maybe.
I played a lot
because-
of
Oh. I didn't realize there was something in the middle. But yeah, Sonic 3 Knuckles, you saw the story. Knuckles gets tricked by Eggman thinking, well, Sonic and Tails are the bad guys, and it's now just a fight around Angel Island to get the Chaos Emeralds back. With every checkpoint though, there's one of 3 bonus stages that can play. One of this is one of my favorites, this thing. Basic idea is that you are around these electric spears. And the idea is that you want to launch yourself upwards in order to get more power-ups in the form of shields, elemental shields at that, and rings. And there are even 1-ups around here somewhere.
So wait, you say like stories about Knuckles getting tricked. Sounds like the story of Knuckles himself.
Always gets tricked, no matter how many times you put him. And right there, I just, well actually I didn't really show all the shields while I was close to it.
I mean, Knuckles is a dumbass. I
That-
what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, he's a dummy. Anyways, I just collected a ton of rings, which is quite nice. And I also collected the fire shield. This fire shield, you press we double tap the A button, pew, straight flames.
That's what it does.
Go Flames.
One thing about Sonic Origins Plus that I've never mentioned until now is that they actually replaced the lives with, you guessed it, coins. In the anniversary mode of Sonic Origins Plus, no matter what game you play, you get infinite lives in this game. And gee, I wonder who has been grinding in this game.
I wonder who that could be.
Definitely Curator.
My one question is, creator in this call right now?
No.
No. I just think about the most random person I can think of.
Are you sure it's random? Considering he didn't message in the Discord call we were in, just saying.
I didn't see.
Anyways, for those wondering, yes, this is a casual Let's Play, which means I do know the easiest path to get all, well, every single Chaos Emerald very quickly. In fact, most of the playthroughs I've done have resulted in me finishing, Hydro City Zone, which is the next zone we'll be in later, with Supersonic already. That's how much of a wuss I am in playing this game.
It's okay.
I know, I know I'm stressing my position as like an absolute donk in this game, but it's pretty true. And I'm not ashamed to actually mention it because I think you said it plenty of times, this game is tough.
It is.
Although the irony of it is the fact that if you just master this one thing, the Blue Spheres, you pretty much can just beat the game very quickly. Like, you would agree on that, right?
I agree.
But it is that we're moving around. Those red spheres are bad, and the blue spheres are good. And the idea is you want to collect as many all the blue spheres in the game. The special stage. However, you might notice I've also been collecting rings. That's because if I make a border with the red rings, the blue spheres, I clear all the blue spheres inside, and I turn all those blue spheres into rings. And you might notice that the ring counter, unlike original Sonic 3 Knuckles, does count down. Once that number reaches 0, you get a perfect bonus. That perfect bonus is only achievable if you collect all the rings. What's nice about the anniversary mode, however, is the fact that it does tell you how many rings you need before you, well, get a perfect. And of course, that perfect will mean 50,000 points and an instant extra life, or in this case, an extra coin. Of course, in the original version, what does they give you? What does 50,000 points? Sorry, 50,000 points. What does getting, I think, at least 5,000 points in the special stage give you, Ace? In the original game?
I think an extra life.
No, a continue. You know, when you lose all your lives
yeah.
eventually, and then you want to, well, get back in the game.
Remember, it's been a while to play the game too, so.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm just kind of hoping you did know.
Nah, like I said, it's been like it was an extra life for continue. I went with the safe answer.
I mean, the extra life is through 100 points, and in this case, 100 rings as well. Of course, you have the elemental shields. We'll get into that in a moment. Meanwhile, we'll face our first boss. And yeah, unlike Sonic 2, when we saw a ton of only bosses in like the end of the zone, well, we have a mini boss after every act now. And afterwards, we can play around with this thing. Simple as that. One thing I didn't notice is that I believe the goalpost actually interacts with it as well. After you clear a level, I think. Meanwhile, awesome music. An instant special ring. So already at our third special stage, and we haven't even done the second act. Although I find it funny in this particular version, the game kind of just forces on you. If you kind of just go with the flow, it's like, hey, did you know there are special stages in this game? Huh?
Did you know?
I didn't know that, Hoopty Derp.
Have you heard?
Do you remember? No, it's not even September. It's not gonna even be September when I post this video.
I mean, you could delay it.
No. As much as I like Tetrachroma, which was the last videos I've been posting, card top right, I'm not that eccentric to like post too many of those.
To be fair, the only time you did properly time a video was that video on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
In the card over there. Yeah, also in these stages, you get faster. If you couldn't tell.
And you hit a red. When you hit a red sphere, what does that mean?
Death.
Well, you mostly just get kicked out of the stage. Gee, I wonder why I jumped over that red sphere. As you can tell, I've done these special stages a lot of times before. Which is kind of why I remember the route. Although I can promise you, it will not be the case with the upcoming special stages. One thing's for certain though, with this game in particular, I have had a run where I've reached 1,000,000 points.
Oh, wow.
How's that possible? Well, just get a lot of rings in certain stages, and more importantly, get a perfect in every single special stage. Because if you do that, that will lead to 700,000 points instantly. Now, right here, fire shield, and there's water. What happens when fire touch water? It dies. So that's why my shield is gone. However, as I mentioned, there are different elemental shields. So right here, we have the bubble shield. You guessed it. It allows me to, well, breathe in water. So as you'll see here, I'm just gonna stay here for science. And as you'll see here, Thunder looks as though he's just bored, waiting for us to move forward. That's our idle pose. But wait, there's a countdown. But who? But for who? Yeah, bye, Tails.
Oh yeah.
You
just killed
monster! You monster!
What? I had to showcase what the bubble shield does. That's the best example. Making your friend drown.
You're lucky that Tails is immortal in this game, right?
I mean, technically he is immortal, honestly. Or at least it feels like it.
Hashtag Lee's a horrible person.
What?
Yeah, yep.
You drowned an innocent animal.
With a bubble shield, you can press the A button to, well, slam yourself down, and that actually does help with getting higher up at times. And here's our second bonus stage. Guess what? The infamous Casino Roulette from Casino Night Zone in Sonic 2 is back.
Good boy. Ace does not sound pleased.
I assume you had nightmares from this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing. They kind of combined Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 together with this, because you have the infamous rolling mechanic from Sonic 1 special stage, combined with probably one of the most addictive elements of Sonic 2, I dare say.
Oh yeah.
Like, who doesn't mind want to just keep go inside there, hoping to get the rings that you, things you want, and that jackpot of 150 rings. Hit a gold panel, you know what that means, you're back to the ring stage. By the way, notice there's a puppetry behind the number 2 in there.
Yeah.
That will be an aesthetic that will be a common sight in this game, so stay tuned for that. And right here we have a third shield, the lightning shield. Guess what? Double jump.
Also tracks
Double jump. It also acts as a magnet shield. However, just like the fire shield, yeah, instant die when it hits the water. However, there's a reason why I come down here, because... Wait, what?
And you English.
Maybe not. You never know. But I do want to come down here because, if I remember correctly... Yep. Special stage number 4. And for those wondering, there are a total of 2 special rings per zone. Which is why, as you can... zone. Per act, excuse me. Which is why, by act number 2 in Angel Island Zone on this first episode, I already about to get my 4th Chaos Emerald. At least I will attempt to. Oh! Rip. I had lag a bit. Oh! Yeah, I forgot this exists.
That fucking laugh.
Yeah, and for those wondering, I actually have a bit of a lag as well, so jumping is going to be a bit of a bane for me in this game.
That's for a laugh.
It's a good thing I can, well, pause, not pause, excuse me, replay whenever I fail. But that's only anniversary mode, so don't try it in the classic mode, please.
Yeah, because you'll just get frustrated when you constantly die over and over again.
I mean, more important, these are not easy special stages, are they?
They get tougher as they go through.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to jump over this one. Because in the middle of this whole thing, there is the largest section of blue spirits in the level that makes a cross. And yes, these are the last few rings you need to collect. Oh. When you get bumped behind, you can press the up button to go back forward. Simple as that. Now that last spear, I just make sure I'm careful. Booyah! And there you go. 4 Chaos Emeralds within 1 zone.
Those look like rain pops.
They kind of look like it, yeah.
Doesn't mean you can actually. Remember, kids, don't eat rain pop. Don't go to actual gems and try to eat them. You'll die.
That's actually true.
One key thing about...
That's why I said don't actually do it.
One thing is for certain though about this game, there are certain aesthetic changes and mechanic changes as well in this game too. As evident by how spin dash. Last time you usually would just spin dash and mash multiple times and you just get instant speed. Well, by pressing it very slowly, yeah, you can see I don't get much speed and I lose my shield. Well, I mean, you don't lose the shield part, but you know what I mean. But if you were to charge it up, you get mega fast. Something they added actually quite recently, I must say again. Like, this is the first time we've seen, like, a charge up spin dash. Careful with that. Also, you might notice that for some enemies, I'm able to kill them even though I wasn't necessarily in a good spot. Well, that's because we also have the insta-shield. By pressing the A button in mid-air without the shield, you get the insta-shield, which immediately destroys enemies, or at least protects you from a hit.
I didn't know that.
Also, just a heads up, there's no such thing as a figure-8 in this game.
Only corkscrews.
Oh, wow, I suck. Only corkscrews.
I can remember you said that you're not as strong in this game.
Well, I mean, I just keep rushing through stuff.
Exactly, that's why you fucking big tech.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you told him this, but you could bounce Nat too.
Like that?
Yeah,
Alright,
that's why I like using the water jump.
Now, will the game be kind to showcase the last minigame?
No.
Nope. You're right. Now, one thing is for certain, the reason why I've been trying to push to try to get up here is because once I be able to showcase this, if I slow down just a tad bit, which I think I could probably do this. There's a laser below that's trying to hit us. If we hit that laser, well, we get knocked out of the stage, which is why we need to keep going up and up just to get rings and power-ups. There's also one-ups. I believe this also continues, I believe. But anyways, I do want to exit the stage though, because I do want to have the fire shield for this next boss. And yeah, a Sonic game where every level is a boss. Superstars, remember, it's nice, but it can be kind of tedious. I wonder who's controlling that thing.
PewDiePie.
Did you say PewDiePie?
PewDiePie.
Also, I'd like to point out, Tails at least isn't stupid in this version, because he doesn't keep getting hit by those missiles.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I remember he kept getting nailed.
this is more accurate Tails. He's a genius for once. Actually.
And our first boss against 8-Man! The nice thing about my... Oh, nice Tails. The nice thing about my charge attack is that I can, well, charge forward. However, I want to be careful here because, well, if I charge into the Solomon's Pit, you know what that happens. Also, I'm not sure if you even noticed, but the reason I have the fire shield is... Guess who's immune to the fire attack? Ha 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 ha. And just like last time, hit him 8 times. And he's down.
That's just classic Eggman, okay?
And you know what's classic? This capsule. Well, don't jump into the pit for it, though.
Maybe I want to dive.
Yeah, why do I want to jump in the pit?
And that's it for each Island Zone, just like that. I'll be doing 1 zone per episode, so with that said, I'll see you guys episode 2. Peace!
Bye. Oh,